Yes, it's the morning show at East Coast FM. Now, the Arts Council are launching a nationwide month of creativity, inviting every school in the country to take part. They say they've had a very positive response from schools across Wicklow. And Mags Walsh, who is head of the Creative Schools Department at the Arts Council, joins me now. Good morning to you, Mags.
Good morning, Declan. Thanks for having me.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us. We've got to let our imagination soar and looking for all the children to take part in this special month. So tell us the origin of the thinking of this and what's going to happen.
Yeah, so Creative February is really a national celebration of all the arts and creativity that we know are buzzing throughout schools in Ireland. We in Creative Schools are really lucky to work with schools in every county during the year, and Creative February is a really good opportunity to celebrate what's happening, to make some plans, and maybe to try something a bit different in the month of February that your school hasn't had an opportunity to do yet.
Right, and what would that be?
So there's all sorts of things. Our theme this year is make, see and do. So perhaps you're going to make a sculpture in the yard, perhaps you're going to go see something at your local art centre, or perhaps you're going to do by organising a workshop or a visiting artist. It's really wide open. We find that when we give students and pupils the chance to really imagine what they might like to do, the ideas that they come up with far surpass anything that we could suggest to them. So this year we're seeing schools planning all sorts of things. There's quite a focus on mindfulness this year, and we have a couple of webinars for students to join in, which is around that kind of mindful art, or taking a minute when you're creating something to give yourself a little bit of a break in the day. We know this year as well that was an extra day in the month of February, so we're kind of encouraging schools to maybe really try something different on the 29th of February, maybe put down the lesson plans and the curriculum for that day and have a little bit of a go at experimenting with different art forms, different areas that they might want to explore.
Right. Which age group is it aimed at?
It's everybody. So it's primary, post-primary, special education and youth reach centres are part of our programme as well. So it goes really from the junior infants right up to the senior cycle. We know that it's different in every school, and we know that senior schools in particular maybe have such a tighter timetable that it's a bit harder maybe to find the opportunities for arts and creativity. So that's why we're providing these webinars with Wexford Education Centre and with Monaghan Education Centre. So they will literally beam straight into the classroom for students and teachers to enjoy.
Right, and is there takeaway from this? I mean, you can go to the webinar, you can think of great ideas, oh, we must do that, and there it stops.
Yeah, so we would always say that when the school has an opportunity to kind of explore creativity, it's very hard to put it down. So you kind of open that little box and it's very hard to do it. We have schools in our wider programme who work with us for about 2 years, and they really, really delve into the whole idea of creativity. So some schools might use Creative February as a way to test out some ideas, and then they might want to join the bigger programme with us, which lasts for about 2 years. Or they may just want to decide, actually, you know what? There's this lovely corner of our room upstairs, or we're underusing our library, or you know what, we have a whole heap of talented musicians in our school and we just haven't given them an opportunity to play for their colleagues and their peers. So sometimes it's just about trying something out, and then you find that it flies and it becomes part of the everyday of the school then.
Right, and you foster some interest for the future then. Some students that don't realise how creative they are. So
and creativity comes in all forms. I think sometimes we can think that when we're just thinking about creativity, we're just thinking about drama or creative writing. But of course, there's creativity in science. We see a lot of workshops at the moment that have a STEM or a STEAM focus in them. So one of the things that students are doing with us this year is building a wind turbine from recycled materials, and that's about engaging all parts of the creativity in our brains, the science bit, the physics bit, the art bit. So creativity really pervades across all the subjects in Irish schools, and we're seeing that more and more, that teachers and schools are connecting across subjects using creativity as a common theme.
Very good. So where can, teachers find out, principals, mums and dads and, whoever, just to find out, students,
Yeah, so all schools will have got a resource pack which arrived in the post about 2 weeks ago, which has loads of tips and themes on it. You can also go to the Arts Council website, and there you'll find things like top 10 tips for creative activities in February. You'll find the links to all the webinars, and you can sign up to our newsletter for ongoing bits of inspiration to keep you going. And of course, we'll be sharing across social media throughout the whole month things that schools are already planning. So we know that there's been some early workshops that schools have been leading as they explore St. Bridget's Day as a kind of a moment to kick off creativity in their schools. So we're seeing those kind of come in on our social media as well. So we're always delighted to share and talk about what schools are doing.
Excellent. Mags Walsh, Head of Creative in the Arts Council. Thank you very much indeed, Mags. Good morning to you.
Thanks, Declan.
Thank you. Good morning to you. So, mention of St. Bridget's Day, which is on Thursday, of course, this year. Now, a little while, we'll be chatting to Kieran O'Grady from Wicklow Sailing Club about the entrants that they're getting for the SSE Renewables Round Ireland 2024. We're looking forward to that, and we're going to hear about it from Kieran very soon. But in a moment, we're going to hear about vaping in schools.